You know what? You know what really makes you have to poop, Matt?
What's that?
Probably like big chain pizza.
What's your favorite chain for pizza?
I think it's Papa Gino's.
Papa Gino's on a good day is the best, but
Yeah.
on a bad day, stay away.
Yeah, it's probably true.
It's all Domino's, man.
Yeah, Domino's.
Domino's got that pizza tracker,
Yeah.
but the Hut got that stuffed crust.
Yeah, I think Domino's definitely makes me spill the big brown.
There you go.
Yeah.
Spill the big brown.
Yeah.
You are a big brown.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I drove by the Rock's house today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought about swinging in just to like knock and dash, but I was running late. Every once in a while I get a craving, and I only want to spend a couple bucks. You see, if you go to one of the small pizza places they got in downtown Farmington, you gotta pay a little more than if you go to a Pizza Hut. When Domino's delivers, I know they don't make a lot of money, so I give them shitty tips. I'm really nice to people, so I gotta get a little bad karma so it doesn't get out of balance. Big chain pizza makes me shit. Big chain pizza makes me shit. And that cheese looks like it's been under a heat light for an hour. I bet that thing's tougher than leather. Big chain pizza makes me shit. Big chain pizza makes me shit. Every once in a while, when I'm downtown, I might have gone to a Subway, but then that would have been a healthy option. And you want to know what? I'm gonna go get some cheap pizza and take a shit big enough I could put it up for adoption. Big chain pizza. Big chain
You ever take a shit
pizza.
so big you could put it up for adoption?
Big chain pizza, big chain pizza, big chain pizza, big shit.
Well, hello and welcome to another stream right here on Country Fried Minis. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We're going to pretend to be productive and actually get something done tonight. Whoa, that latency's huge. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. What the heck? What the heck? Stream latency is set to normal for some reason. Oh, you know what? It's because I made a new stream and did not use pre-existing settings. Anyhow, welcome. This is the monthly Maintenance Monday live stream, and we are just going to do maintenance tonight. I was thinking about we're gonna go and we're gonna update the website. Maybe put together a
Big chain pizza makes me shit.
Yes, it does. Thank you for the tip, TechnoRTN. Welcome, everybody. Not much going on tonight. If we have time, I was thinking I might segue over to the bullshit corner and do a little painting. But really, we're just getting back in the swing of it. We're going to do a little bit more work. I want to be in the habit of doing these on a Monday in each month. I think it's worth it. What the heck? What are these emojis, Woojin? What are these emojis? I don't recognize some of these. Biohazard symbol? What is that, like a pager that says 1998 on it? Funny enough. Anyhow, let's hit it. I gotta turn this fan back on. It is super hot in my apartment. Bug, I'm detail painting in your turd con. You nearly got me. Yeah, it's the music says. That's not my words. That's Nathan's words. I steal a lot of content from Mr. Nathan. What are we looking at? What are we doing first? Let's maybe talk about the roadmap. Let's make a roadmap for what what's happening in CFM for 2026. Let me pop open Premiere as well. I'll give you guys a reminder where we're sitting with the Big Black Knight project. Currently, we're slated to get that out on the 31st, end of month video. And I think we're going to aim for end of month videos. I think my actual goal this year is going to be 12 videos. Monthly drop. We'll return to shorts probably post January. I just they're dying. They're the watch, like the impressions are basically completely dead. So I'm gonna wait till the post January slump and get back to those. Okay, so what were we doing here? Let me get back to Big Black Knight full body. I think this is it. Ooh, computer unhappy. Computer very unhappy. Holy moly. This is a big project. So if you guys recall, we did we got like the first intro segment here, running all the way up to the thanks patrons scene. So all the patron names are going to show up over this storytelling bit. And then we've got the second segment where we're doing the bass. That's cut. That's music set. That's got voiceover, and we're ready to move on the Black Knight, which currently is exactly where it was. I haven't done any work on it. We're finishing up freehand stuff, and then we got to do sponge chipping and enamel washing and all that fun stuff. But I think we're on track. I've just about got clear on my commissions. I've still got one more project to go out on Fiverr. And then I got another one for the eBay store that needs to go out. It's been busy, y'all. I got slammed with a whole bunch of commissions for Christmas that were like prepaid that had to go out. So we're getting caught back up. Black Knight video is 20% done. I want to say about 20% done. We're going to stream working on that this coming week. As soon as I get enough footage to do another segment, we'll do a stream maybe Thursday, maybe Saturday. I'd say Friday, but that's going to interfere with the Dick stream. So tonight, we're not going to do any editing. I don't have any new stuff for the editing. We have this. We have the Nathan scenes that could be edited in, but they require a lot of computing power for me to get the renders out of Blender. So I have to do that off stream. So instead tonight, what we're going to do, we're going to make us a nice roadmap. And if any of y'all in chat have an idea or 2 or 12 as to what you want to see this year from us here on Country Fried Minis, don't hesitate to let me know. And we'll see if we can't put it together. So, first things first, I want a nice image. Let's get a nice like sci-fi background. Let's do like a sci-fi scofo. Sci-fi. What do we want? Airport maybe. Sci-fi airport. Let's see if we got something that we can put at the top of the page. What's this one? How about that? Let's find a good one. We just need a little something up at the top. A little something. There we go. I like this one a lot. Let's pop this open. Let's steal it. Let's steal this picture. Oh, come on. I just want this. I'm just gonna take that resolution. Let's pop it in here. Please, computer. Image. We're gonna crop to selection. Where's that at? Crop to selection right at the top. Boom, and then we will resize this to double size. Make it 1600 wide. Bam. All right, let's take this canvas size and stretch it out to like, I don't know, like fucking 4,000. That's fine. Let's get our black background here. Let's fill it in, and we're gonna start putting together a nice little list for the year. We can come in here and take a 100 sized brush at 0% hardness and kind of feather those edges like that. Just get rid of that hard edge a little bit. There we go. There we go. Just attack it with a bunch of little clicks. Little clicks. All right, so let us get a nice box going on. I kind of like this like vaporwave-ish idea here. So let's grab like a light blue background and then like a pinkish outline. I think that's correct. And let's put in a rectangle, a filled outline with brush size 5, and see if we can't fill this in. And we need to reverse these real quick. Bam. Let's go up on the brush size to 15. 15 too big. Let's go down to 10. There we go. Excellent. All right. We just get this thing looking pretty, and then we can start like populating our ideas inside of here. All right. Now, it's got to be sci-fi, so we want some chamfered edges. Bam. Let's do that. Let's do this. Bam. And then we'll actually, we'll put that on a new layer and we can copy it exactly. Bam. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Ah, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Let's copy that, and then we're going to put it down here. Down here. Right like so. There we go. All right, sick. So now we can come in here and let's flatten this down. And we're going to come in here and just clean it up. Get rid of all that. Good enough. Doesn't need to be perfect. This is just like a tentative schedule type document, right? So we're just gonna build an image. We're going to start populating it with ideas. We did this last year and completely failed to achieve any of our goals. So let's try to fix that this year and actually get shit done, right? All right, so we got our text box area. Let's reduce our opacity. Zoop, like that. Bam. And let's start putting in what we're doing this year. Yellow text sounds good to me. And all right, let's get at it. Do we have a nice tech style font here? Let's do retro computer. Perfect. Blam. What are we doing here? This is Country Fried Minis 2026 roadmap. Yeah. All right. Let's start with January. Yeah, let's start with January. Shift this over, make it a little more orange maybe. January. What do we have in January? We have Big Black Night. Big Black Night. Actually, let's just do this real quick. Let's do February, March, April, May, June, July, August, Do we make it longer or do we crunch it in? I think we maybe crunch it in. Right? So we want 6 on each side, right? Bam, 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 bam. All right, here we go. July. We're gonna do August, Septiembre, October, November, December. All right, there we go. Let's try to make this interesting, right? But you know what? That's what this is. I'm not going to make any pretendings here. This is the maintenance stream. We're doing maintenance, y'all. So if you want to get your thoughts in the back end management, this is the place. All right, so January, we know for sure is going to be Big Black Night. Big Black Night. EOM video. All right. Do we bring back... We might bring back Return of TTRPG Tuesday. Yeah. I'm on that. Okay, Big Black Night is back. What are we doing for February, end of month? I kind of want to do a pinup, tell you the truth, for February. So let's actually do that. Yeah, let's do pinup, paint up, EOM video. Return to shorts production. Return to shorts. What else do we need? Do we bring back Scale Model Sunday? Don't really know. Yeah, let's bring it back. Let's do return of Scale Model Sunday. All right. And then after that, I recommend a Fafnir for Pinup February. Ooh. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Okay, Stormcrow. If we're going to do a Fafnir, regular games of Battletech. That's a good point. Regular games of Battletech. That's a good point. Okay, we're going to bring back our regular games of Battletech. But let's put a pin in that for a second because we want to look up our Fafnir. Let's check the Ragic database. Sorry about this super bright screen here. Let me see if I can force dark mode. That's better. Yeah, it's a little better. Can we do a Fafnir that actually looks decent? FA. What's our Fafnir look like? We could do syllogies. We could just do syllogies. I'm not super opposed to that. Which one is this? That one looks wrong. The J? That looks wrong. Is this the standard one here? Yeah, there's the normal one. We could do a Fafnir. What's this guy look like? What do you look like? That's like the Mech Warrior 4. I really like that one, actually. I rather like that one quite a bit. Who else do we got? Bombito did one. Where was that at? Bombito has a really nice looking chunky Fafnir. I could maybe get down on that. What else do we have? Leilani Industrial Complex did one as well. That's kind of fucking cool. I can get down on that. All right, you got me sold, Stormcrow. You got me sold. Let's just do it. Let's do it. So, all right. So, the other option, if we're not doing a Fafnir, was to finish painting Gazmini's Squirrel Girl, which is in the state. You can't even see that. It's in a half-finished state at the moment. I wonder if I have a picture of that handy. We could finish that up. See if I can find it. I bet I know where that would be. Let's pop in here and do this. I can find an image. I promise I have one. I gotta do it on the other window though, because it's otherwise I'd be I'll be doxing. Let's see, that's this one, so I could go down here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Open image in new tab. This is the current state of our Squirrel Girl. So we could finish this up and do a proper pinup. In fact, yeah, I probably need to do this and get it done and out. So no, we're gonna override that, but we do need to work in a Fafnir somewhere. Let's try to get a Fafnir in this year. Let's do maybe Gazmini's Squirrel Girl. Okay. All right. So Squirrel Tits? Yeah, exactly. Mako says regular games of Battletech. Regular games of Battletech. Where can we work in regular games of Battletech? We'll put that on March. What are we looking for? When is Easter? When is Easter? Easter is April. Okay, so don't have to worry about it in March. What's our March video? March video will maybe be the dragons that we just painted. Yeah, let's do the dragons. Honor the dragon 10-minute mini, end of month. So we'll do 10-minute mini in March. We'll bring back Revive Battletech Live, which will be the 50-ton industrial mix. All right, competitors, if any of y'all who were gonna play are in the crowd here or see this, get ready, because you need to have your mech done, painted, and scanned in for March. Yeah, okay. So that gives us by month 3. We've got a return. We're doing shorts again. We're bringing back tabletop TTRPG Tuesday. We're bringing back scale model Sunday. We're back on the regular flow at that point. April is going to be eggs. Egg video. End of month video. Eggs are back. We finished the Free Worlds League egg video. We get that done. So I'm going to have to tap Mr. Nathan about his clips for that. I'm thinking we maybe schedule an actual BattleTech match, like a 6K CBT match live. That could be really fun. And then May, we need to do a piece of Tukiyid content. So I don't really know exactly what we're gonna do for that then. I think we revived the Charger Derby. May, Charger Derby. Charger Derby. Charger Derby, Surdy. Charger Derby, Tukiyid. Tukiyid, like that? Yeah. Tukiyid, however you say it. Charger Derby, Tukiyid, end of month, and then we'll do Charger Derby live. We'll do the Charger Tukiyid EOM vid, and then the Charger Derby live. I think by the end of May, we probably will have enough footage. I maintain the shot out of Lou. What? I maintain the shot out of Lou. Shot out of Lou? What does that even mean, Mr. Another Nate? Silly. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Let's do, so that's got us through May. Let's hit our halfway point. What are we doing for the halfway point? The halfway point, like a check-in? We need some kind of make up your own meaning. Shot at a Lou? Shy Halud? Like the worm? June. What are we doing for June? We'll leave it open for now. We'll leave it open for a moment. July. Let's do summertime grilling. Summertime grilling, but it's BattleTech. You know what? We need to expand our fucking background here. Jeez. Let's expand our canvas. I need more room. I need more damn room. Let's expand our width to, like, I don't know, 2200. Like that. Yeah. Let's fill this in black back here. Boom. Booyakajow. Blam. Like that. Blam. Alright. And let's copy this and paste it and shift it over. Zip. And we'll do the same thing. What the hell? Why is it being finicky? There we go. Let's get that set up. Let's do this on the other end. Copy, paste. Shift that over. Let's get this shit shifted. Cut, paste, shift it over. Green Popcat. Shouldn't be on the official calendar. June? I don't know. Are you referencing the Daddy and the Boys? I don't know. I don't know, sir. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get our orange. Let's continue typing. All right, July, I think we're doing Summertime Grilling, but it's Battle Mix. I think we're revisiting that. Summertime Grilling. EOM. Sometime Grilling end of month video. It's gonna be Federated Fast Food. Federated Fast Food Mix. We may we get the Fafnir in there probably. Perhaps Fafnir. We'll get that Fafnir in there. I really want to squeeze in some kind of content around aces in here somewhere too. That's our June video. Will be Battletech, aces, EOM, campaign play, and is there an and symbol? Nope. And painting. DMU the Secret June. Yeah, let me pop it up. Yes, I agree. Yep. I'm on board with this, Mr. Nate. That sounds quite cool. Now, obviously, I may get some more shit out this year, but this is like, I really don't want to set my expectations too high. We want a minimum of 12 videos this year. Get it done, get it out, have content every month. And as it is already, by the end of February, we are we're committing to TTRPG Tuesdays coming back. We're committing to shorts every day. We're committing to Scale Model Sunday every other Sunday. So what's August? August could be... What are we doing in August? I definitely want to put another Battletech video out. How many Battletechs is that this year? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's mostly Battletech. Let's do a non-Battletech thing for August. Let's do something non-Battletech for August. What are we doing for that? I know. August will be Night Vision, Hockey-Slam Infinity, Hockey-Slam EOM. That's for the Infinity guys. What else will be an August event? Let's get another back to school, but it's a pinup. How can we do back to school? Co-op Blender streams, you say revive those in August? Or bring those in August? Should we do that sooner, Mako? We're gonna put that in July. We're gonna put that back up in July here. Blender stream hot dog co-hosted hot dog sculpting stream in Blender. Yeah. Yep. That's what we're doing. Let's do 2-player hot dog blender stream. 2 multi hot dog blender stream. There we go. Yeah, we'll do that in July. Yeah, we'll make that happen. That's the first one. If we do anything before that, obviously this is not like this is not a hard requirement. This is not like what we're committing completely to. This is just a roadmap. This is an idea of what the year is going to look like. Big thing is this month, Big Black Knight comes out. Return of TTRPG Tuesday, which will be... Is that tomorrow or the last? I think Blender Party should be a monthly thing on one of the off TTRPG Tuesdays. Okay. Okay, we can make a Blender Party happen. Yep. You're talking like a community hangout thing? We could make that a members only stream. I don't know, I'll brainstorm with you guys. Yeah, I do love the idea of a Blender hangout. Okay, so August, night vision. August, we got the night vision, Pocky's Lom. They're gonna be done before then, but I'll have the footage for that to get them out. August, night vision, Hockey's Lom, end of month video. What else is in August? I want to do some kind of BattleTech game. What do we have? The Charger Derby happens. Let's actually add down here Aces multiplayer stream. Let's do an Aces stream in June. We may do one before then, maybe not. I want a pretty solid I want a game in August. What happens in August for BattleTech? 3067. 3067 Sarna. Let's see if anything happens in 3067. Tortuga Fusiliers versus Taurian Concordat. I'm on board for that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do that right there. Tortuga Fusiliers versus Taurian Concordat, Charleston. Yeah.
At another _Nate donated a $2 super chat. Reset TTRPG Tuesday. It's whenever you want it, boobs.
All right, whenever you want it, boobs. Want it, boobs. Thank you, Mr. Nate. That's canon. That canon has been reset. We have a clean slate for TTRPG Tuesday. Whenever we get back to that. Yeah, let's do. What was it? Tortuga Fusiliers versus Taurian Concordat live game. Okay, so let me actually kind of show this off actually. So that'll be, I'll paint some more mechs for this, but that'll be somebody out there is going to get to play as my somebody's going to get to play as my Pleiades Lancers. That's the wrong one. That is the wrong one. Pleiades Lancers. Which one was good? Let's pull up that Stalker. So I'll get someone to control my Pleiades Lancers, and you're going to be fighting Tortuga Fusiliers, which are black with like baby blue trim on them. That'd be really fun. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Boom, 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 boom. This needs to say... Uh-oh, is this jammed up? Of course it was. 3067. Okay, September. September. What's the video in September? What do we think in September? Let's keep that one open. To be determined video. That is such an ugly camo, in my opinion, but looks damn good on that Stalker. Yeah, they came out really good. I was really happy with them. Check them out, Mr. Slink. I'll show you. So we had... This was the original set right here. This was the original set. They came out super great. And I was so pleased with them that I did another set. Another double set, actually. Where are they at? Did I not save the pictures? Well, that's lame. I know I posted them. Here, I'll dig them up. Where did I post those? Creative Showcase. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Open link. We'll do that. So I did a whole second set of them. So that means the there'll be a fair few chassis to choose from. These are all photographed. They're all scanned in. I'm in the process of turning them into models. So these will all be in the thing. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to respond to this. Updated. Thank you, sir. One moment, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Responding to Discord. Okay. What were we saying? Okay, September, we're going to keep it to be determined end of month video. We do birthday stream, do not tip. Do not tip. What else do we want in September? What do we want in September? What do we want in September? Do we want another live game? I'm on board with that. Oh, yeah? You want to flex your money, sir? You want to flex your money? I'll flex my money. What else could we put out for September? What's something fun, live stream? We could do another live game. Alpenflash? What is that? For September? Ooh, okay. 6-color camo pattern. Is there some significance to September for that? Autumn Swiss camo. Dude, look at this man's glorious unibrow. Holy shit. Borgir. Oh, what could we do? What could we do to work in Alpenflash? Alpenflash. Fall colors. Okay. All right. Nod to Alpenflash. Okay. We could work that in somehow. And I mean, there'll be other opportunities for streams. Like if I'm doing any paint ups for the eBay store, I'll probably be shooting that or streaming that.
The number one.
And the best is the Antichrist.
But I'm God, not God,
Because the Antichrist is me. You guys are ridiculous. Okay, October, we're bringing back Prawinko, Kitu, and Prawinko. End of month vid. All right. Yep. Spoopy pinup month. We're gonna do a Halloween themed CBT match. Maybe Alpha Strike with guest. Depends on if I can convince them. Paint one of your mechs. Alpenflage Mako Prince mechs. I could see that. November. What are we talking about for November? November would be paint one of my mechs like your Trailer Park Girls. Yes. Okay, November, we're going to keep this open-ended. To be determined. Low effort video. That's not accurate. To be determined video from pre-existing footage. You know, you say that. I actually had a plan to paint up some mechs as if they were wrestlers, with the lots of skin showing. How about November you paint Rhonda Snord? Is there some kind of significance to that? Let's see if there's a date. Let's see. Why didn't that come up? Why is this window not restoring? Why is this window not fucking restoring? It's this stupid cat thing. Please, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I need my skin color back. Hold on. I was clicking on the cat thing. I need hairless cat. I need my skin colored cat hand back. Open in new window. Open image. Jesus Christ, I just want that. Thank you. Skin color cat. That's too gray. Let's get a more pinkish tone. Let's get a more fleshy pinkish tone. Too dark. I'm gonna have to zoom way in, aren't I? I want a nice pinky pink. Skin pink. Pinky tones. That's pretty decent. I can live with that. I can live with that. We lost our skin color because when I was trying to click on this, it was hitting this right here. All right. Let's check up Rhonda Snord. Let's see if there's any interesting dates for that. Snord. Dude. That's awesome. Where? I don't see any, like, dates popping off immediately. I don't know. I know nothing about Battletech. Some guy posted desire for Snords along with a reference image. You had a blank spot there. I was just thinking if we had a date, we could shoehorn it in somewhere. There is a mission. There's a mission for her in one of the books. I maybe need to do a little more research, Mr. Nate. Look, that's a penis. You see it, right? That's a penis. Let's come back in here and do Rhonda potential Snord. Be looking for insertion point. Okay. And then December we're gonna do one more, of course, holiday pinup. Don't know who we're gonna do. I was honestly thinking, well, we'll see when we get there. Holiday pinup is either gonna be Kerensky or who is that character? I cannot for the life of me remember her dang name. Here, let me pop it over here. What was her damn name? What was her dang name? Was it Dragonlance? Dragonlance. It's Tika. Tika from Dragonlance. Kerensky or Tika? Don't know. Maybe. Probably should have Grinch v Santa, Solaris 7 live game. All right, so that does give us here, let me go ahead and save this. Let's save this really quick. Let's drop it on the desktop and call this CFM Roadmap 2026. We have a tentative roadmap for the year. 12 fun videos. I mean, okay, so if we can manage to hit this goal, that'll be awesome. That'll be so fucking good. There's a non-zero chance that we could hit this goal and put out some extra stuff, but I don't want to promise that. But this year we're going for 12 videos. 12 full-length videos, not just the shorts and streams. There's going to be tons of streams in between, lots of painting stuff, lots of editing. Any of these projects will have plenty of editing streams to go along with it. But we have a potential set. Solaris September. Yeah, I could see that. Solaris paint-ups. Yeah, let me... recommended Solaris set. Yeah, let's do that. So we're looking at Battletech, pinup for February, Battletech, Infinity, probably Battletech. Sexy pinups. Maybe sexy pinups. So a quarter of the year is going to be spent on TNA. And then most of the rest of the time will be spent on Battletech. Could do something unique paint-ups instead of matching lance. I've been wanting to do some of the stables paint jobs as well. So much Battletech. Yeah, and you know, it's funny. I've said it before, Mr. Squarepeg. That Country Fry Minis never was intended to be a Battletech channel, but the traction that I have felt and I've gained so far on the channel has been through Battletech. It all goes back to the Big Urban Mech video. If you haven't seen it, check it out on the channel. It's definitely from a time when the content was a little more wholesome and less penis coated. But I posted that. I'd shot a cold email to Mechanical Frog about doing a collab, and he's like, no, I don't do that, but come on over to the Discord and I'll post your video. And that's how it all got started. The big Urban Mech video, that's how I got in touch with Locust Labs, and really it's been a Battletech community ever since, and I'm okay with that. Stormcrow says, Battletech this year, A, what other games, hobbies do you do? I love tabletop RPG stuff. I'm always looking for ways to put in the miniature aspect for that. Lots of video gaming, of course, but I used to be a big Infinity player, but that has kind of just completely died off for me. It's a big Battletech focus. I could potentially do some Warhammer stuff, but I've really checked out on Games Workshop, to be honest. Just Battletech is, I don't know, there's something fun about the lore, the mechs, the deep dives, all the factions, the interpersonal dynamics, and the galactic politics. It's just so good. Okay, anyhow, we got a roadmap made. let's update the fucking website. I haven't done that in a year, so let's do that now. Let's get that done. This is the monthly maintenance stream after all. The very last time I updated this website was the 27th of January last year. So we want to take this kind of format and just do another post. We need to keep this website alive and rolling. So let's salute the sun. Who the heck? Oh, I see. Let's do a reference to some of the other contents. Let's pop back open our YouTube. Let's go to our videos. What came after Crater Cobras? That's a million years ago. Gift Wrap Goblin. Gift Wrap Goblin. Did we not do a page for that? I could have swore we did a page for that. I could have sworn we had a page for that. Let's go back to the main page. countryfriedminis.com. It really was the fucking Crater Cobras is the last one. That's insane. All right, fine. Let's do a new post. Let's write a new post. We're gonna call it holiday post holiday clarity. Yeah. All right. So what did this say here? Did I not have a text here? Okay. Let's get a picture of our goblin. Where the hell would that have even been? What? No, 15 months. Holy shit, dude.
アットミレサ904 has been in the jelly biscuits for 15 months. アットマークミレサ .904 celebrates 15 months of membership.
Wow. Holy moly. Thanks for the support, my guy. This is a good one right here. Bam. Can you really not just drag and drop an image? Wow. This just like broke. I drag and drop the image and it just broke the fucking page. Let's refresh it. Why can't I edit? There we go. Add feature image. Let's pull this off the desktop. So what I got planned for right now is we're going to update this page, and then I think we're going to go over there and paint a little bit. The results. We're going to call this, we need to find Twin Goddess. We'll butter my biscuits. Jeez. Let's search for Goblin. What did they call their holiday goblin? Where's she at? It's gonna be way down there, I know that. Good lord, is it that far? Have there been that many fucking goblins since? That's crazy. That's fucking insane. I think Twin Goddess really likes goblins. Alright, so Twin Goddess minis. Twin Goddess miniatures. Miniatures. Holiday Goblin pinup in 120mm scale. There's a lot of the greenies, yeah, no kidding. Everyone needs a worm, needs a goblin in their collection. So I figured the best way to provide that for your viewing. Can I do italics? Pleasure. Yes. Was to paint up this triple extra thick goblin lady, clad only in gift wrap. Ribbons. She was an absolute joy to paint up, and an experience in and a true holiday rush experience to get the video out. Okay. And then I should go to... There's a couple images, so I wonder if I have any more shots of her. I should have some pictures fucking somewhere. That might be a, Google Photos thing. Dual. Huge pain in the middle stone. That is true. How do I do this? I do that. 696969. Boom. Yes, I'm aware that I'm out of storage. And that would have been... Was that December 24? Yeah. Yeah. Save image as desktop. Boom, save. Alright, so we're gonna come in here, we're gonna add an image. We're gonna go to desktop. This was called 2024 something. 224. Ah, shit. 2024 1223. I'll just scroll down until I see it. Preparing to paint the eyes. To paint the eyes on this green lady. Alright. We have a section here that should say about it. Alright. I need a... What do I do here? I do a title. A title. Title. Is there not a title? I don't know how to do a bigger text. Okay. Painting this model was a real pain between problems with the priming and airbrush work, some serious hang-ups in trying to glaze middle stone. Glaze with Vallejo's middle stone paint and the time crunch. What's up, Mr. Calmstar? Hello. The time crunch involved in attempting to paint and model and release a video within 1 week. Still, we got it done and included some fun moments from both my workbench and community contributions. Okay. Did I do one more image? I think I need to do one more image. Let's see what else we have. If I have any other like process pics. Yeah. Process pics, we'll do this here. Save image as to the desktop. Boom. Bam. Include image. Now, we want to find that new one we just downloaded right here. Every model goes through an ugly phase to get there. And she was no exception. Why is it so small? That's fucking strange. Why is that? That's insane. Insane. Heartbeat palpitating as I was trying to go to bed early, so I'm up. Well, you just gotta hit that calm spot and get back down again. Why is this 165 by 220? What? That's fucking really stupid. Google Photos just saved that as a 100 by whatever image. Why can't I edit this? Why can't I fucking edit this? Delete. Ghost actually sucks. You gotta stop downloading thumbnails. Yeah, exactly. That came right off of, it did it again. Why is it doing this? Let's delete this too. Delete you. What the fuck is wrong here? Where's that goddamn image? Why is... Dude, it's a full-size fucking image. Copy image. Let's just do it this way, since for some reason Google Photos is saving this as tiny. Dude, even that is 600 by 900? Why is that not a full-scale image? The fuck is wrong with you, Google Photos? Also, I can't go forward. I hit back and it wouldn't let me go back forward again. Oh boy. Thank you, computer. You're a real fucking pal. All right, information. 3024 by 4032. I downloaded off of this fucking website. It's original quality, and it saves it at a fucking 20th of the size. Download. All right, the third time I downloaded it, it is the correct size. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? All right, is this one also going to be broken? Let's see. Where's it at? I just saved it. Did it go to the downloads folder? I bet it did. Yeah, that's what happened. Yep, that's what happened. It didn't save to the desktop. Every model, what did I say? Every model goes through the ugly phase to get there, and she was no exception. Exclamation point. Our pinup project was another chance to appeal to y'all and convince the CFM crowd to try their hand at painting a pinup. Everyone should have one in their collection. In my opinion, everyone should have at least one in their collection, and occasionally push themselves outside their comfort zone to really try hard a model. Whether we're talking smooth blends, getting skin tones correct, or just making the eyes. I gotta fix this fucking camera. I keep seeing the camera flicker out of my peripheral vision, and it's driving me insane. Deactivate, activate. Are you gonna flicker? Yeah, it's still flickering. I got this one stray strand of hair that has wormed its way out of my hair tie and is in my face. Nope. It's actually just the camera being a piece of garbage. It is a $17 webcam, to be fair. You know, sometimes the flicker rate isn't too bad. Sometimes it's like every few minutes, but like when it's happening multiple times a minute, and I can see it like right there out of my peripheral on the monitor, it's driving me bonkers. Beyond your regular tabletop wargaming fare is well recommended. Okay, there we go. We got pictures. We're gonna do one more pick right here, and I want to answer all the messages. I don't know why y'all think that streaming is the best time to message me. But I promise you I do see that even if I'm not responding. Okay, let's maybe get this one in there. Yeah, let's download that. Boom, got that downloaded. And then we'll do the final results. Okay, now Crater Cobras go into I don't know how I got these like bold text. Let's see if I can just do this here. What if I just come in here and say something like, oh my god, I have to shift enter to get the line. A challenging paint up. Okay. Control B for bold. It was in fact Control B for bold. I'm just shocked that this this format doesn't have a like a title entry. All right. This will say everyone should paint a pinup. There we go. All right. And then we'll do bold and we'll say watch the video here. And then this gets a YouTube embed. And then we do this. Where is that at? It's doing the like I can't click on things again because the hand is in the way. All right, so we want this. Copy that. Paste. Boom. There we go. The painting. If you can't get enough of this holiday goblin, make sure to check out all the streamed content where we worked up her figure. Dude, the camera is already failing again, I see. That's crazy, dude. That's insane. Is it just is it that my USB hub is overloaded? I know it's annoying the piss out of me. Let's unplug it and plug it back in again. Oh, did it freeze immediately? Piece of shit webcam. Deactivate. Activate. You gonna work now? You piece of shit. Oh, I hear my local shithead bum yelling for his buddy. Yes. Okay, let's find our lives that had the goblin. I can't see the monitor because my microphone's in the way. We got to go all the way back to... So time to get on a plane for a wet job? I will literally pay you 6 million biscuit coins to do that. Alright, where did we start our goblin? When did we start our goblin? We started our goblin right here. Start here, then here, then here, there, here, here. Wait, no. The last one was not Crimbus. Oh no, it is all there. Okay. So we want, this one is the start bow. I'm gonna put this over here so I can just work one. Bam, that one. Holy fuck. There we go. We gotta try again. So the embed doesn't work unless you format the link. There we go. Copy. Cut this. Boom. Watch. Blam. Boom. There we go. Time to get funky then. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I hate that man so much. Like, he gets arrested for being out there, and he just comes back. Again and again and again and again and again and again. It's insane. Blam, here's the third one. Close that one. We're going to copy. Here, I'll show you what I'm having to do here. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to go to watch. I'm going to start typing watch, and then I'll paste in here. And then I'll format the link down because the youtube.com/live doesn't work. Oops, I didn't mean to hit enter. So we copy that. We come back in here. Boom. YouTube link. Bam. Paste. Enter. And we come back over here. And then we grab this again. And we go to watch. And we copy and paste that there. We get rid of that. We grab this. We come back over here. Yes, we make it work. All right, paste. That worked. And then we had one more at the very end right here. And you know what? We could probably just like paste and then delete all this. Yeah, bam, grab that. We can close all of this. We can come in here and do our last one. And now we have another page. We have another page of holiday holiday stuff. She took around, what is this? These are like 3 hours each. About 18, 20 hours. 20 hours total work. That was all captured live with commentary. Check it out. All right. Okay, we got a page. I will keep editing these and getting them up, but I just want to show you guys, you know, what's going on in all this. Let us publish this. Publish on site right now. Final review. Why'd I have to click publish 3 times? Ridiculous. Bam. Oh, look. This got fucked up. How do I edit this page now? Back to editor. Why is the E gone? Jesus. Okay. Let's go back to countryfriedminis.com homepage. And that should be the top post now. Yeah. Crater covers move down. Everything gets shifted down. We'll add more and more and more. Nobody ever comes to this website, but if you need to find Country Fried Minis, it's countryfriedminis.com. It's got the YouTube page. It's got stuff about my painting. It's got the merch link to Threadless. Commissions. This should take you to the Thurston Studios page. Wait, is the gigs page a different? I guess it's because it's me looking at it. Anyhow, let me take a second. And where are we at? We're an hour and a half in. I have a project I'm working on right now for Fiverr that needs a little bit of paint. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the BRB here. And I'm going to go check the corner and make sure it's ready. And then we're going to do a little painting. So let's close this. Let's hit the BRB. And I'm going to zip over there real quick. I want to double check that the cameras are live.
But you do work out.
I do.
Give me 10.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
Get those when you get those. What is the problem? What's going on? Why is this camera all fucked up? I'm just gonna plug it back in. Immediately froze up. You piece of shit camera. Bitch. Right? Turn it off, turn it on, off, turn it on, off, on. Okay, so it just doesn't work now? Fucking asshole. Why are you doing this to me? You fucking asshole camera. Motherfucker. fart fun shit nonsense. Yes, I wasn't busy or anything, Mr. Nate. I wasn't busy. Y'all just get to wait longer because I got to do push-ups. All right, where's my wet palette? There we go. We're gonna meet this. Where's my wet palette? There it is. I actually hadn't thought this through and need to boot up this little phone so I have chat. Oh, battery's low. I have to go get the cord for this. It went down to 13% while I was plugging it in, which I guess was enough to trigger its auto shutdown. So I'm trying to boot it back up. Yeah, somehow being unplugged and off drains the battery on this device. I'm assuming that the charge on the battery, like max, is really shitty now, so just like keeping its internal functions going drains the battery on this stupid thing. And also, that 13% battery remaining is auto power off is not cool. All right, I gotta move a fuck ton of paints out of the way. If y'all don't know, I've been painting pretty much non-fucking stop all day, every fucking day as of late. It has been really intense to try and get caught up and to make enough money to survive and keep the lights on. And that's why the Black Knight video isn't out already. Alright, phone is booted up. So now I have to search for Country Fried Minis. And that should take me to Maintenance Mondays. And is it going to feed me an ad? It's going to immediately give me an ad for joining. And I'm going to hit skip the third time. And it looks like chat is frozen for me. So I'm going to refresh it. All right. That looks like it's going now. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing tonight? Well, you guys will see in just a second. I gotta clear this shit. Oh, don't unplug the thing. I just caught the cable with my hand. Holy shit. There's no room for anything. All right, paint stream button. All right. Everything's looking okay, looking nominal. What am I trying to find here? The projector preview. Okay. Is this actually focused? No, not even close. I need to move this shit out of the way so I can move the camera base to here. And that way I'll be working about right here, like so. And then we can adjust the sliders in here because the set focus, the locked focus on this camera has somehow changed. Where is focus? Is it not doing anything? Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong fucking camera. Yay. I clicked the wrong one. I'm so used to, okay, why would you do that? I did not tell you to zoom in. I did not tell you to zoom in. Why would you change zoom again, even though I didn't click zoom? Where is focus at? The focal band is like shockingly narrow for this stupid thing. And I need the paint handle, which is back over there. All right. Please, computer, respond. Thank you. That would be cool. Yeah, it's always 60 things going wrong, but this is why I'm generally in the habit of prepping these paint streams like a full hour before the stream, because invariably not only will like 10 or 15 things go wrong, but like I paint over at the computer while I'm chatting. If I'm not having to film it, I'll be over there in Discord talking to people and painting, and like I'll leave things over there. Like in this case, the paint handle was over there. Okay, anyhow, these mechs are for a commission on Fiverr, which should be able to. My client has requested 5 Mad Cats. 3 of them are the Z variant and 2 are the A variant. We've just finished hitting them with the enamel wash, and they've been curing all day, or at least for a few hours. And now we need to go back in. We got to do the cockpits, we got to do the lasers, and then the bases, and we're ready to send them. So, can we get away with using this palette? Do we have a spot? I think we could probably work on top of this red right here. So we're going to start with gory red into scarlet blood. Let's clean this up. We're going to start with a little bit of gory red. There we go. And we want a drop or two of clean water. I think we'll go with 2 drops. 1 and 2. And find our good brush, which is this one. Let's get going. Let's paint, y'all. Let's paint. Whoever is bothering me on the phone, you're not getting answered. I'm not going to answer it. Not even going to go look. I don't know why y'all think that middle of the stream is time to message me, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so we are going to move things out of the way so we can move things out of the way. And we're going to base coat these cockpits now. Nice solid gory red. It's almost like a purplish red, which is going to look really, really nice. A solid contrast to the light gray, and also play with the rusty kind of shadow tone that we got from the rust streaks effect. Really struggling to see what I'm doing here. Maybe need to go get my magnifier. Yeah. All right, let's BRB screen one more time, because I need another thing that's over there. Back on track. Maybe we can actually... Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, just in time for a double unskippable ad. Fuck yes. You know what I love? 2 ads. Two unskippable ad blocks before I even get started from YouTube. Dude, this is on the medium setting, by the way. This is the next to lowest ad rate you can possibly put on a video. And it is so fucking intrusive. It's insane. You know, as an AdSense partner, I would never tell you that you could watch your YouTube in Firefox with the ad block, the uBlock origin, and never suffer ads without having to pay anything. I would never tell you that. I would never tell you that you can use the uBlock origin extension in the Firefox browser to watch ad-free YouTube, because that would be getting around YouTube's ads. So I would never ever tell you that. In fact, I would tell you the opposite. Don't use uBlock origin in Firefox. Don't do that, because then you won't see any ads on YouTube. So make sure to not use uBlock origin in Firefox to avoid seeing ads on YouTube. Don't do that. Okay. So we're just gonna get a nice base tone over all of these windows, and I think they're holding up all right. They're holding up all right. The base coat seems to be light enough that the red is going on smoothly, and I'm trying to not spill it over the edges, but my detail brush has gotten quite frayed over the course of this project. So I need to go back in and clean up all the paint spillover. And unfortunately, this gory red has a propensity to... it's got really shitty coverage, but what it is really good at is staining the fuck out of whatever you're painting on into a very permanent purplish tone. Alright, so there's our first one. Next up, we're going to go with the same thing. Same thing right here. We're going to get stuck in. Move this out of the way because it keeps bumping my head. And see if we can't get these all base coated without spilling too much red out. And I am definitely raw dogging this miniature by holding on to it, but I really need tight control over the positioning with this super sensitive segment. So the process here, and I spilled some outside the lines there. I'm shaking so fucking bad and I don't know why. I think it's the rage. The rage that my local bum who yells at my window is back. For those of you who don't know, and I don't know how you wouldn't know at this point, there's this bum who basically lives under my window for well over a year now. And he yells, he's a friend of my upstairs neighbor. I think the neighbor lives on the 5th floor. I'm pretty sure he does. And that bum yells for my 5th floor neighbor to come down. Never uses the intercom system at the front gate. He never calls him, but he does yell for my neighbor 15 to 65 times a day. And he's yelling past my window. So if you can imagine what it sounds like to someone who lives on the 2nd floor, when someone on the ground floor is shouting to draw the attention of someone on the 5th floor. But yeah, I have to hear this motherfucker's voice pretty much every day. The building won't do anything about it. The police won't do anything about it. And now community safety management won't do anything about it. And I find it very frustrating. I dare say rage-inducing. Oh, how about more ads? More ads. More ads. I love ads. Holy fuck. The ads. The ads. Alright, where are we at now? Same deal. We do the cockpit. Try not to spill it too much. Try to get solid coating too. That one is quite spilled outside the lines, of course. Can't help it that my tip's so thick that it hits the edges. It's fine though, as long as it doesn't get on top of the panel dividers, then it's okay. This is just our base tone here. And we're gonna cover most of this over anyways. What is that? cockpit time. Chow. Something about red and gray just works so well. It really makes me want to paint some Legion of Vega, which I might do. I had someone order another one of those blind boxes from me on eBay. So if any of y'all have ideas as to what this random consumer should get, don't hesitate to let me know, either through Discord or in the comments. Either way works for me. Sick. Alright. And if any of y'all are out there, if any of y'all out there are interested in your own blind box, make sure to check out my eBay page. I do blind boxes for single painted mechs for $35, or blind boxes for painted lances, minimum 5 models, for $120. So check them out if you want to contribute to the channel. Get some CFM mechs. It's a good way to do it. I will curate and paint up a fun lance that you can add to your collection and get on the tabletop. We heard you like ads. Oh, dude, the ads, they're so good. They're so good, man. I love the ads so much. They don't inspire feelings of rage. Not even a little bit. Not even a little tiny bit do they make me angry. And they definitely make me want to buy the products that they are pushing in those ads. I got that in frame? Dude, I'm trying to keep this framed up close enough where y'all can see what I'm doing, but also in a position where I can see what I'm doing. Is that good right there? Can we work right here? All right, sick. Hell yeah, this gory red is such a nice color. It's got like a deep magenta-ness to it. And it is kind of translucent. I actually wouldn't use it for solid color. I struggle to see where I would use it in a normal paint up, like as a base tone, or not as a base tone, as a main color. But as a base tone for other red projects, it's really fucking good. Oh, that's too much. Too much. Let's try to fix that before it becomes a giant problem. Yeah, this is the downside of this color. It's got really shitty coverage, but it will stain the fuck out of whatever you're putting it on if you get outside the lines even a little bit. Hope you like purple parts. It reminds me of the juice from poke salad berries. What is it? Poke salad? Poke salad? It's a plant from the American Southeast. It has these poisonous purple berries that get a very deep magenta stain on things. Alright, we got the red on this one. We got one more to do, and then I think we'll mix a 50-50 Stormcrow says, I'm freehanding a toothy grin for the first time on a mech. I'm dying here. It looks so bad to me. Well, so it'll do you to remember that everything goes through the ugly phase. And worst case scenario, if it's horrible, you can always paint over it. But I definitely recommend not fully judging it until it is done. This guy right here in particular, I had a panic point about the chipping. I thought that the buff chips were really, really bad. And then I went back in and put the darker color on them to clean them up, and it really brought it together. Honestly, the whole idea of freehanding is one that's it gets, unfortunately, it's something that only gets better with practice. And it is definitely a learned skill. Like, I hear a lot of people say, oh, I couldn't do that. There's no way I could do it. You can. I believe in you 100%. You just got to do it. And you got to do it and 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 put in your chops and you know, struggle through the ones that are like good enough. And eventually you'll paint on that number 2 and it looks so clean that it's like a decal did it. And you'll think to yourself, wow, that looks pretty good. I can do this. And you'll find yourself doing all kinds of stuff. Carita logos are really good practice. Beyond that, I think Steiner logos are a nice fun challenge. Try and get the fist in there. What else? The Liao symbol's really good. Because it's, you want to get nice even triangles and then the hand with the sword. But getting the hand with the sword in such a way that you can tell what it is. It's a fun challenge. Alright, where's our framing? Right there. Framing's right here. Yeah. That's still on screen. Let's get that in there. Kind of just flooding these compartments without spilling it as best we can. I've got this paint thinned down to kind of like pottery glaze consistency, and I'm trying to apply it in such a way that the capillary action, the surface tension, keeps it locked inside where we want it. Okay. All right, that's our boys with done up with red, and then dudum. I do like the dudum. I think we should maybe, while we have this color out, go ahead and do like an initial base tone on all these missiles. That same dark red. Same dark red. There we go. Nice, tedious, mind-numbing work right here. This is not the final color of these missiles, it's just a base tone. We want to try to push it all the way up to the dark shadow. So I've got another couple of commission works to do here really soon. I've got a client who wanted some Comstar mechs. I was thinking we might could touch on those. Though realistically, Comstar is just it's just speed paint. You hit it with that contrast paint and you let that set up, then you clean up and highlight it. then you do your logos and your sponge chipping. It's there. White is actually stupid easy. It just takes a little know-how to make it look good if you're using speed paint.
Time to do a break.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a fucking long one, dude. What? That's wild.
Check out Nathan's paper tubes. Best for farting into. Have you had a colon bee infestation? Check out the paper tubes.
Fuck yeah. Thank you for the dono, Comstar. If any of y'all out there want to interrupt the stream with silly stuff like that, the link is in the description to Tangia. They pay out 80%, and I've got the interactions priced down to the minimum 15 coins. So you get you get like 33 interactions for the $5 buy-in. What is this? Holy shit, YouTube is doing ads in the chat now? Whoa, that's fucking wild. Atrocious. Atrocious. Also, they don't know fuck all about me. They just put me an ad out for Hawaii vacation. Like I can afford a vacation. Jeez. You know, honestly, I can't even think of what in my search history would be indicative of travel. And honestly, given the fucking political climate in the US, I definitely wouldn't do any traveling that involves international or even like close to international stuff right now. It's a fucking shit show here. No siree, Bob. I will quietly stay home and paint my little plastic toys. Alright. Getting these ATMs readied up. Just about there. And then we'll double check that all the missiles are filled in. Alright. There we go. Those all look alright to me. Oh, we got one more. Shit. Uno más. Dude, now this camera's flickering. You know what? We're just gonna have to live with the flicker, I think. Alright. Let's do one more batch of missiles. This brush is now no longer a first line brush. Definitely the downside to synthetics. Let's see, that would mean I've painted 9 mechs with this detail brush before it stopped being a detail brush.
I would never interrupt a stream, and definitely not for any silly shit. If never mention colon bees or gum jobs or that dead sexy Attenborough fella.
Oh, jeez. Holy moly. Not for gum jobs. No, never for gum jobs. What the hell's a gum job? You know what a gum job is. Alright, are we still in frame here? Yeah. Get this damn gory red down. 3 more. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mix up a 50-50 gory red scarlet blood. We're going to move on to our scarlet blood. And drop a little dribble in there. It's a little dribble right there. About that much, maybe. That might not be enough. We shall see. I did not click that, sir. I did not fucking click on that, sir. Thank you, phone. I'm just trying to skip the ads. Just trying to skip the ads. Okay. Let's see what this looks like if we give it a little stirski. Okay, that's about right. We'll work with it. I think we actually need another drop of water in it, though. So 1 more drop of water. Clean water. Where are we sitting at? 812? Not too bad. Not too bad. We got the roadmap made. We updated the website. And we're well on the way to getting this client's work done. Let's see here. Paint handle back out. All right. Oh, camera froze. Of course it did. Thank you. All right, gotta come in here and find the camera, deactivate, and reactivate. And then we gotta flip it around. And we gotta get our model back, and we gotta zoom back in. Oh, and it froze in the same spot. I don't understand why this smart-ass bitch of a camera does this. All right, clown. You gonna work this time? Can we actually zoom in on the project? Nope, it froze in the exact same goddamn spot. What the fuck is going on? You piece of shit. Motherfucker. Come on. What about the zoom causes it to fucking freeze? Let's try to control it in here, maybe. Zoom. I also am losing the focal band here. Alright. Jesus fucking Christ. What are we even doing? I don't remember. We're coming in and we're putting red on everything but the upper left corner. Nice solid coating, and we're going to follow that rule across the whole model. Well, all the windows. And this is a trick that I've learned that kind of takes the overthinking it out of the process. You're going to follow a placement schema for all the windows. Don't worry about what direction the light's coming from in the overall scene, just follow the rule for each individual window on a window by window basis. So our rule is this color down to the bottom right, dark to the top left. And if you do that, you'll get this nice cohesive look. I think one of the problems you can end up with if you don't stick to a rule like this is you can end up painting something that looks really cool from one set angle, but the moment you get the moment you view that model from a different angle, you start to lose the cohesiveness of the windows. So again, same rule here. Our bottom right rule is going to put the highlight over here this time. So I think in this case, this is an example of your natural tendency would want to be to highlight it down and then have the dark towards the top. No, just continue with the same rule. And what it'll do is it'll create this consistency so that your cockpits have a solid standard of shading, whether you're viewing from this angle or that angle or this angle or that angle. You have this consistency across the windows that is not going to change from moment to moment. Now that I'm home, do I snort or do I banshee? Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with banshee. All right, next cat. Next cat, same deal. Same rule. Put that red down to the bottom right. Lay it on pretty thick. We want solid coverage here, and then we can clean off our brush a little bit and feather that wet edge up towards the darker color. Same here. Boom, bottom right. Wow. Bottom right, feathered into the top left. Grab a little dip here. Bottom right. Bam. Feather it up into that corner. Next. Little dip. Bottom right. Make sure to fuck up and get it outside the lines so you have an unsightly red stain. That's the really good stuff. Alright, let's redo that. Bottom right. Feather it towards the top. Bottom right. Feather towards the top. Bottom right. Feather towards the top. Consistency. That's all we're going for here. All right, next mech. 2 out of 5. Only another 40 million to go. All right, same deal. Same deal, same process. Right here, very wet, full strength application, feathered up. You just want that dark in the corner. We want the darkest tone kind of outlining the entire panel, but then that is a very fine line. We just want the darkest tone in that upper left corner, because that's where we're going to put our specular highlight, and it's going to create the greatest sense of brightness, that hard contrast, just like you do with an NMM or something. All right, same here. Let's get this in frame where y'all can see. Lay this stuff down. Zip it up towards the top. Same down here. All right, next mech. 2 more of these. Okay. These guys are so close to done. I gotta tell y'all, I'm so tired of painting. I want to be like editing. I want to be taking a break, playing some video games. All I do is paint anymore. You know, it's funny. I've mentioned it before to people in the voice chats on the server. You never believe it, but painting minis as a job feels like a job.
Please bejewel my cockpit. Big chain pizza makes me shit.
Please bejewel my cockpit. Fucking David Attenborough. All right. Continue almost. Slap that down. Feather it out. Bow, 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 bow. All right. A little stipple action. One more. And then I think we can safely go into the sanguine blood. Firmly. And we'll put that on the missile tips as well. So, again, same deal. Bottom right corner, feather it out. Bottom right corner, feather it out. 3 more windows. You kind of hit, you know, you hit your stride as you're working through these kind of shits. Full strength. Wipe the brush, feather that tip. Down here, full strength in the corner, clean off the brush, feather the tip. Same thing here, wipe a little bit of excess off, full strength at the bottom, clean the brush, feather that edge, edge that paint. Okay. Excellent. All right, now we want to do scarlet blood. Not sanguine, scarlet. Want that scarlet blood. And as always, we want this not full strength. So we need our pipette. We're going to do 1 drop of water in it. We don't want it too thin, but we don't want it full thickness. That way it doesn't clump up on us. Alright, get that ready in position. Check to see who fucking messaged us. Set that down. Alright, so back to our boys. I'm going to shift these kind of over and then we'll work them up to that corner as we get them done. So we're going to do the same deal here. only we're gonna put this down in more of an L shape. So get that nice L. It's like a chunk of something in the paint here. I'm gonna try to lift off with the brush here. That's fucking crazy. All right. Anyhow. Nice full strength L shape here. You can feather it a little bit, but at this stage we want to start deliberately shaping what we apply. Just going to follow and accentuate the shapes we applied before, but we want some of that that last tone to shine through. Where are we at? We're right here. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. All right, and then while we're at it, we also want our missiles nice and red. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna get the tip of all of these missiles nice and red. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Boom, bow. Remove the excess. Little dip on the tip on each one. Blam, 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 blam. These nice bright red missiles. Next. Same deal. Gonna come in, remove the excess, put a nice strong bold L shape in that corner. You maybe do a little light stippling of the edge again. Like, you can blend this a bit, but the next layer there's gonna be no blending at all. Bam, boom, right there. Bajow, bajow. Are we still in frame? Yeah. All right. And same deal on the missiles. Want to make sure we don't fuck up and get the bright red into the shadows like a dumbass. Instead, we want to be tight and controlled. And apply small amounts of paint with precision. Boom. Same here. Small amounts of paint with precision. Get the tip. The shape of the part was going to define it anyways. And it looks, you know, got those nice red missiles on the filler. Okay. Next. Whew. Fucking ads, dude. Thank you. Thank you, ads. I love ads. They're my favorite part of YouTube. Hookaday, hookaday. Let's get you in frame here. And let's do the same deal. Nice bold L. Maybe put the second one while our brush is still wet. A little bit off. Gentle stipple of the edge just to, you know, create a little bit of a haze, but not a whole lot. Same here. Same here. And then come back over here. Rotate the model where it's nice and comfortable to hold. That little L shape there. Little shape here. Then we're going to tap our missiles. Tappy, 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 tappy. The other one too. Boom, boom, boom. And we're deliberately hitting the top to the bottom. That way, as the brush gets unloaded, the intensity of the red on the lower missiles is a little bit diminished. Create some artificial automatic shading for us. I remember when the YouTubes didn't have ads. I gotta admit, I wasn't really much of a YouTube user back then. But I am aware at one point it was like that. Dude, is this a... I think there's a mold slip on this base this whole time that I didn't catch, which we maybe need to fix. I think my other file's over there. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Somewhere in the distance, another Nate hears a cat meow. Is that right? What if I do that too? All right. Yeah, the ads are pretty atrocious. We did some testing when the channel was a little smaller. Unfortunately, if you have your ads turned off, YouTube suppresses your content. Like, it is a large and measurable effect. The only thing that has been worse for video performance, I have found, was that one short that got it got flagged as adult content and actively harmed all the shorts. That's why I haven't had a short out for a little while. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to wait till the end of January to bring the shorts back. That way we let the shadow ban cool off. And then try to hit the algorithmic testing again. So YouTube does this thing where it's like every now and then it tests your videos with new audiences. And just pushes it out there. You'll notice like your content's getting a lot more impressions than it normally would. And it's a shame it doesn't do that all the time. Because I think what it tries to do is find a niche that works for ads, and it puts you in it, and it keeps you there. But if it would just push evenly
Comstar
with
Knight asked
testing.
me, give me a review on the Timberwolf battle mech in a bad Japanese accent.
In a
oh,
bad
you want
Japanese
Timberwolf review, huh? Let me see here. Timberwolf, or as fancy folks call it, the Mad Cat, is one mighty fine piece of metal. But let me tell you, it's like trying to ride a wild bull in a teacup. Fast, packing heat. But oh lordy, it's got more quirks than a raccoon in a trash can. You take this beast on the field and might just find yourself dancing around like corn in a popper.
The fuck was that bot talking about? No, that's bad. Boo earns, AI Cameron. Boo earns. It didn't do the bad Japanese accent. It like was stumbling over its country references. I'm not really sure what it was trying to do there. I think you just got robbed for 15 cents, Mr. Comstar. All right. Got our red down. Got our red down. Boom, boom, boom. If I'm out of frame, I apologize. I'm just kind of focused on getting it done now. All right, so from here, we want to get a nice highlight color for our red. So I'm thinking we're going to do a single drop of gold yellow into it. Just a bloop. I'm not even worried about thinning this. Mostly because the the parchment has ripped right here. It's ripped, so it's getting water directly from the sponge. But we're gonna stir this up and turn it into a nice orangey tone. And we're gonna go back and hit our mix in the same spots, but concentrate it in the corner this time.
Comstar Knight asked me, try giving a review of a javelin battle mech in a bad accent. Oh, y'all want a review of a javelin? Well, let me see here. Picture a firecracker on stilts with a hankering for jumping around like a grasshopper on a skillet. It's quick, nimble, and just
Why did it break?
In the world, Battle Mechs packs a punch with them SRMs, but you gotta watch out because its armor's thinner than Granny Sunday gravy, like trying to hog tie a tornado with spaghetti.
How dare you insinuate that Granny's gravy is thin? No.
Comstar Knight asked me, give a review of the Panther Battle Mech in a terrible accent. Boy, listen here, mate. The Panther Battle Mech, right? It's like a bloomin' cat with a rocket on its back. In it? Got this big old PPC on its arm, full of zap zap pow. But it's slower than a koala in a gum tree, I tell you. Good for a spot of long-range pew-pew. But watch out, or you might end up flatter than a pancake at a kangaroo's barbecue. Cheers, love. The cavalry's ear with that panther.
What the fuck was it talking about? The AI is on one today.
900 asked me, all right, what has been the most frustrating mech miniature you've painted? Oh, honey, let me tell you, that Timberwolf was a real doozy. It was like trying to paint a porcupine wearing a tutu. All them fiddly bits and details. Felt like I was fighting through a storm of NULN oil just to get it right. But once it was done, oh lordy, it was worth it. Looked slicker than a greased pig on a roller coaster. Even when it drives me mad, painting minis somehow makes it all feel right, you know?
No. That's how you know the AI isn't me. I hate painting. I loathe painting, y'all. That's why I'm such an advocate for the be happy while you're painting thing. It's all about the end result, though, right? When you slog through it, I liken it to running. Yeah, so like, running sucks. Running is really, really fucking not fun. But the afterglow, the exercise endorphins, and the tangible cardio buildup that you get from regularly running is legit. Holy fuck! All right, we got one more right here, and then what do we have next?
Comstar Knight asked me, give a review of a crab battle mech in a terrible, terrible Aussie accent. Oi, have a look-see at that crab battle mech, mate. It's like a wallaby with a hard shell strut. Got them twin PPCs for a bit of zap, but it ain't the swiftest
Crabs
Joey
don't have
in the
twin
outback,
PPCs.
I reckon. Armor's tougher than a dingo's breakfast, but maneuvering it feels like riding a stubborn roo through the bush. Good old crab will keep you kicking in a pinch, but watch out, or you might end up in the billabong. Crikey.
It's like not even trying to do the accent. It's just using keywords. That's funny. All right, so we got our orange on there. Next up, what are we doing? We're doing a little bit of white. We're going to put a little bit out. I'm not worried about thinning this at all. And right here is where the magic happens, y'all. So you got your dark, you got your dark up here, you got your light down here, you got your overall color tone set up. Yep. And we're going to take our white. We're going to remove most of it from the brush so we have a very tiny bit on the tip. And we're going to put it right up there at the top left. Pow. That is now a jeweled cockpit. I'm going to follow that same rule. So upper left, opposite of our highlights from earlier. Just want to be really careful. Take your time, breathe. Make sure your brush isn't overloaded. and you want to very gently tap it and get it in the right spot. Sometimes white is really frustrating too, because it'll dry before you get it where you want
Comstar
it.
Knight asked me, say moist
But you
50
get that.
times. Enunciate the word moist. Oh, darling, I ain't gonna be saying moist that many times, but let's just say this. Moist, like a fresh baked cake coming out of the oven, or the feeling of walking through a dew-kissed meadow in the early morning. Now, ain't that just a treat?
But he just told you no, straight up. What an asshole.
Comstar Knight asked me, say moist 50 times. Enunciate the word moist. Moist, moist,
Oh,
moist.
Nate does
moist,
it.
Moist, 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 moist.
It just noise at this point.
Moist, 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 and moist.
And
That's a
moist.
lot of moisture, eh? Just like a cat's nose.
Just like a cat's nose, he said. Now I believe it's actually Nate behind the scenes this whole time. Alright, same deal. We're just putting dots. Dots to the upper left, opposite our highlights. We fucked that one up just a little bit here. See if we can't clean that up some. Nope, it's already dry. It's fine though. I don't think it'll read too bad. Same deal. Pow. Pow.
Comstar Knight asked me, moist, 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 moist,
Fucking
moist,
ridiculous.
moist, 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 moist. Oh, darling, that's a whole heap of moisture right there. Like being caught in a southern summer rain. But let me tell you, nothing beats the feeling of popping open a fresh bottle of bubble water or seeing your paint job glistening like a dew-kissed meadow in the morning. Hey,
Well,
ain't that just fabulous? Now, who's ready to chat about them battle mechs or do some good old painting?
Who's ready to chat about them battle mechs or do some good old painting? What the fuck, dude? Alright, I may left my black over there. Let's see, do we have some black up here? I got dark gray. Is that black? I do have some more black. Alright, so from here, I'm gonna pop out a little bit of black. We're gonna come in and we're gonna black out all of our laser ports. And I always do this after the enamel wash because the enamel wash will grime them up otherwise and make it where it's hard to get the color out. So our Z's have a large pulse laser. And a
Comstar Knight
medium
asked me,
pulse laser on each side. Is that right? Our A's have a...
Well, butter my biscuit and call me a chainsaw. Sounds like you got yourself a ruckus going on there, like a chainsaw chewing through a log. Maybe it's the sound of them battle mechs revving up for a showdown, or just the shrill serenade of a southern summer. Either way, I'm here for it.
Either way, I'm here for it.
Buzzing.
Buzzing. Jeez. All right, so
Comstar
our...
Knight asked me, be you... Sounds like someone's revving up their inner lawnmower. Meow.
The
Either
lawnmower
that
is a
or
reference.
a miniaturized hammer fight is happening nearby.
A miniaturized
Just watch out
hammer
for
fight.
any Technicolor yawn incidents. Keep that buzz going, and let's keep painting those battle mechs or dreaming of cyberpunk kittens with long, fabulous hair.
Cyberpunk kittens with long, fabulous hair. Does he mean like long hair cats, or does he mean like cats with mullets? Because I'm kind of picturing the latter there, to be honest. All right. What was I getting at? The Z's here have large laser, medium laser on each arm. And the A's have 3 medium lasers and then a small laser in the torso. These guys have an ECM on the bottom, so we're not worried about that. But let's do... We want to black all of these out. That's the big thing. Alright. My paint is a little thick, so it's hard to work with. But I just want to get it blacked out. Nice solid coverage. Try not to overflow it. Alright, we got our black. So, for that... Now I am dreaming of this, yes. No rack 5 references. Yeah, that was a little disappointing, wasn't it? Alright. So from here we're going to grab our moot green, because we're going to make all the medium lasers green. I usually do, I personally do red mediums and green smalls, but I think it's the opposite for general purpose. Alright, so this is one of my most favoritist hacks here for cool looking mechs. We have our black laser ports here, and we're going to come in with our green, and we're just going to put a crescent.
At Comstart Knight donated a $4.99 super chat. My rack 5 goes
Dude, nothing beats the original text-to-speech lady. She's a little more expensive, that's for sure. Also, YouTube evidently has started paying out 75% of those now. I learned that in the membership boot camp. So YouTube is now paying. They're still taking 60% of ad revenue, which is outrageous, but they're giving 75% of memberships and super chats now, which is great. So those TTRPG Tuesday super chats, what is that? I get $1.50 of a $2 one.
My reg 5 goes brrrr.
Jeez. Was that the character limit on that one? Why did he get so quiet? Am I gonna have to boost Attenborough again? Holy moly. His rack 5 does go bria though. Jeez. Alright. So we got our green crescents down. Nice green crescent. Well, as best we can get to a crescent. We get that bottom right corner, bottom right corner, rub it on. All right, so now we're gonna take. AI man ran out of breath. Yeah. Where the fuck are you getting the money for all those rack 5 shots? Well, the Attenborough ones only cost 15 cents, to be fair. And he'll let you put a lot in there for 15
There's no
cents.
absolute set colours for the lasers, but MechWarrior 2 sort of codified small is red, medium is green, and large is red. MechWarrior 3 swapped small and large colours. MW4 had red for inner sphere lasers all sizes, green for clan. MW5 went back to MW2 colours. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk.
So basically, I'm misremembering, and that's where I got my standard from. With the blue large. Now see, he's really loud this time. What's? Oh, it's because of Granny. Jesus. Okay. I mean, would you not be concerned if you heard that sound coming from your grandma's room? Somebody needs to unplug her and plug her back in again. All right. What was I getting at? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got our green down, and we're going to go in same way, and we're going to put a little yellow mark. A little yellow spot in the corner. I'm going to try to make it crescent shaped, but it doesn't have to be. I should have thinned it out a little bit. Just want enough in there that we see the green and the yellow. All right, same deal here. A little bit green, a little bit yellow. Looking good. Okay, next on the agenda, we want to do our PPCs and our large lasers. Screeching tires, yeah, exactly. Got the character limit, yeah. All right, so we're gonna take our Vallejo Magic Blue. This color is fucking wonderful. It comes in the blue set. If you don't have the blue set, I highly recommend picking it up. It's like $30 or something, 24, 28 bucks, something like that. You get four colors in it. I think it's 4 colors. All right, so same deal here, except these ones are a blue crescent at the bottom for the large lasers. Come in here too, hit this one. Hit that one there. Zip is that. Scrub that around. And then we'll do all the large lasers first. I guess I should have done these last. Should have done the PPCs first, so that they dry out. That's fine. Get our nice blue crescent down. Same here, blue crescent. Little blue crescent in the bottom. If it's a blob, it's fine. We'll do our best to make it more crescent shaped.
Up in here like a chase scene from Chips. Tired be squealing like.
All right, so our PPCs are just going to get fully blued out. Boom. Fill that hole. We're going to fill that hole
Hit
too.
that corner, fuck.
What the fuck, Comstar? Jesus.
Pow bang get 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 it.
That's pretty fucking good. I gotta admit, that's pretty fucking good. All right, so we got our blue in the PPC holes. We're gonna come in with our sunrise blue now. Blam, put a little bit of that out. I got blue all over my fingies. Close this, reopen this. Let's skip the ad, switch back to all messages. All right, so same deal here that we just did with the yellow, only we're going to come in with our sunrise blue. Smaller bit. Try to make it crescent shape. If it's not crescent shape, don't worry about it. It's more important to keep it small than perfectly shaped. All right, same here. Little swipey do right there. Same here. Little swipey do. And then this guy, same deal. Remove the excess. Tiny swipey do. Down here, tiny swipey do. Boom. Now for our PPCs, we're going to take a scoop of our magic blue and a scoop of our sunrise blue. We're going to mix them 50-50 on the palette right here and get this mid-tone blue. We're just going to blob it right in the middle of our other blue, leaving the dark blue sticking out like that. Same here. Come in, blob it in there. I don't care if it's even. I really don't care. I just want a little bit of the blue sticking out around it. Okay. So while that dries, we can come in with our scarlet red and we can do our small lasers here. Right here. Same deal. Little red, not much, just a tiny bit. Grab this one too. A little bit of red in the corner. There we go. Hopefully our yellow is still usable. It is. So we're going to do the same thing with the blue, with the yellow. Put a tiny, tiny, tiny dot of yellow on that red. Dip. Okay. So now we're going to take our straight sunrise blue. We're going to put it in the middle of that blue we just did. Get our PPCs looking like PPCs. They don't need to be super even. Remember, they don't have to be perfect. You're just selling the idea to your viewer. It's white hot in the middle of your PPC. Okay. Bam and bam. And now we're going to do white again. So late to the party? Yeah, you're a little bit late. We're like 3 hours in. There's a nice VOD for you to check out, or you can get the next one. It was mostly, we spent like an hour on the roadmap and then like 20 minutes editing the website. Okay, so we're going to take blue and white now. So I'm going to grab a bunch of white out of that fresh batch of white we just did. I'm going to take our sunrise blue and I'm going to mix it in there. And we're going to get this like icy blue color that actually needs a little bit more white in it. Bam. Okay. And we're going to try to make very minuscule dots in our PPC holes right in the dead center. Bam. Bam. I never take my PPCs all the way to white, but I like it to be close. So I mix up this ice blue color. Okay, so from here, I'm going to clean our brush really well. And then we're going to grab that. We're going to grab that fresh white that we had, and we're going to dot all our lasers the same way we did the cockpits to the upper left. So, bink. Bink. Be very cognizant of where the closest tip of your brush is when you're doing this. You can very easily spill it out or make the dot way too big. But once those are in, like, the jeweling effect is undeniable. It really elevates your work. So if you're not doing lasers like this, I highly recommend trying it out. I see people do like solid colors and try to do a glow effect, and it looks great. Don't get me wrong. But the classic super dark glass lens jeweling just really, really, in my opinion, elevates the look of a model. I pretty much use it to cheat. So my minis are like very basic paint jobs with minimal highlighting. Sometimes even just straight up speed paint with a little bit of highlighting. And then all the work comes in the freehands and the jeweling. And it really elevates them and makes it look like you put in a lot more work than you actually did. Bam, bam, bam. Even those with the two big highlights, that's great. Pink. See? Boom, nice glowy green missile ports. All right, same here. We're gonna do dots, dot, 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 dot. All right, now my client here has requested plain bases. So the final touch we got to do on these lads is to go back in and black out the bases. But what I can do, we can zoom out and get a look at what we're looking at here. I think they come out pretty fucking good. Pretty good. I think they sell the idea. They're splitter camo. They're urban. I may do another pass and reduce some of the rusty in the crevices, but I think those are good to go. We're gonna hit those bases and we're send them, and we're good. And we're also at 3 hours. So fucking huge big thanks to those of y'all who stopped through and caught this stream. It means the world to me that you guys want to hang out and chat and send little tips my way to do silly noises. You guys are Country Fried Minis, and I hope, as you see from the roadmap, that we're looking at trying to do something really fun this year and bring y'all a bunch of really engaging content between streams and videos, and the revival of the shorts next month. So keep an eye on this space. Big Black Night coming January 31st, barring some kind of huge delay, but that's what we're going for. We'll probably do a premiere, and yeah, will be fun to catch you along for the ride. So without further ado, I've been Cameron on behalf of Country Fried Minis. This has been the first monthly maintenance Monday. We'll do one of these every month. Get everything caught up. We'll get the videos. We'll get the website going. We'll check in on our roadmap. We'll make little changes. We'll do editing and painting to go along with it. Nice little 3-hour stream. Bigger, blacker night. Yes. Isn't that the Cards Against Humanity thing? Dude, I've got some other fun stuff, Mr. Squarepeg. You might be interested in this. Stuff like this Ralpartha lead Jabberwocky. So I've got so much stuff that I could be painting on. But yeah, you guys take it easy. We'll catch you. I don't know if it's tomorrow or next Tuesday, but we'll do a TTRPG Tuesday again, which is gonna be more taking stock of the monsters in the module. So yeah, if you guys want to catch that out and make recommendations for STLs for me to get this thing together and paint it, it would be really, really cool. Anyhow, we'll catch you next time. Lots of love. Make sure to remember to be happy while you're painting, and eat some pizza if you get the chance, because that shit is fucking fire. And with that, I'm gonna go cook my frozen pizza. You have a good one, y'all. Bye bye.
Tonight's stream has been brought to you by Nathan's Paper Tubes, the best for farting into with unparalleled resonance, now with PFAS coatings to keep out all the fluids.